And so, like I said, Okay. I
Oh, yeah. Sorry. All right. If I if I may contribute a bit to that, Steven. Yes. Okay, you can proceed. Don't worry. You can proceed. Yes, I think I get his point. And then by the time we were trying to talk about the types of data, we talked about spatial data, we talked about the raster data, and then we talked about metadata. Metadata is trying to tell you how accurate, it's trying to tell you the integrity of your data. So that's why whenever you are trying to, work with data, try as much as possible to know the source of your data. I think that's very, very important, as Larry has said. So if you get data from, places like USGS, you get data from, government agencies, be sure that, okay, they are actually referenced to a particular datum that is, highly accurate. And then, in fact, when you are trying to georeference your data, when you're trying to georeference it, there's a point on the view link table where you have something like RMS error. RMS error means root means square error. It's trying to tell you how accurate you're georeferencing it, and your georeferencing is rather. And in fact, that is where you might get your data wrong in the first place. So when you have an error that's close to one, make sure you repeat the georeferencing process. But when your error is actually negligible, something like 0.000 something, then you're actually on the right path. So we're just trying to say that your metadata is actually, validating your data. It's talking about the integrity of your data. So some data that you get from government agencies, from USGS, and from other top organizations like that, be sure that they're actually to the highest level of accuracy. While if you go on to Google Earth, or no, sorry, Google, and then you just download an image to georeference, you might have some, inherent errors in those images. So that's just that about accuracy as far as data ingest is concerned. So you must be sure of the data source in the first place. I think if we all are exhausted, we can just okay, Joy, I think you should just show how to symbolize maps, Okay, I think you've done that already. You've done that already. So would just give assignment based on that, and then would okay, yeah, very good. So don't forget, when you are trying to symbolize your map. Okay, let me just share my screen a bit. Sorry. Okay, for some moments, please. Just bear with us for the 5 6 minutes will be done. Okay. So this is my screen right now. Can we all see it, please? All right, very good. So when you're trying to symbolize your map, just like Joy had said, just come back to wherever the field. Let's assume you want to symbolize this map based on population of no, based on area rather. So just come to your state boundary, you know, as Joy has said, right click on it, come to your properties. So from your properties, come to symbology. So symbology is trying to create a difference, among your data. So you can come to symbology, and let's say we want to. Now don't forget that when we are creating fields, we specify whether we are using text or figures based on the field type. So if you want to use something like text, then these categories division is actually for it. So you can come back to categories, and then maybe you want to symbolize your map based on geopolitical zone. Just select geopolitical zone, and then click on add all values. So then apply. So you see it has symbolized your map based on, this is southwest, they have the same color. This is north central, they have the same color. This is south south, they have the same color. This is southeast, they have the same color. This is northeast, they have the same color. This is northwest with the same color. So that's about that with what's it called, um, um you know text. But if you are dealing with figures, please use quantities and charts. Use quantities and charts for your figures. So here you have graduated color. So something like, let's say area. Can you see that in fact when you come to these quantities, it's not bringing any field that is text here. So it's only bringing the fields that are what, double, and a field that is supporting the figure. So you can come to area in square kilometer, then you apply. So it's going to give them range. It's going to, so this particular color symbolizes range between 3766 to 10340, blah blah. Then this is the highest, which is 47198 to 73219. So you can see that, okay, where you have these particular deep colors, their area is actually larger than where you have this light color. So that is how to, work with your quantities. And then peradventure you want to do something like a population density. Population density is actually total population divided by land area. So you could have actually have your maybe a field for population, your attributable, select it here, then another one for area here, under this normalization, select it, and then apply, and then it gives you the symbology on your map. And then if you want to increase the number of classes to maybe something like it's on 5, let's say you want to use 9, then it increases it here. Then you can apply, and then you see the number of classes increase. And if you want to decrease it, you can, let me say something like 3, and I would apply for 3, and then I have you know just 3 classes right here. So these are actually states with very very small areas. These are the ones with intermediate areas, and then these are the ones with very large land area. As far as as that's that. So, and under this label you can actually change the label. If you don't want to see the values, you can always say, okay, let's say low. Let's assume this is population. I'm just assuming this is population now. So let's say low population, let's say uh, medium, and then let's say high. So you click apply, then it appears on your attribute table like that. Can you see low, medium, high instead of using value? So it's just a way of summarizing your data. And then you can actually come back to this place and then do something like you can use graded symbols, you can use. Sorry, I didn't get that. Are you talking about my map? Oh, seriously. I sorry about that. But can you see it right now? Oh, okay. Okay. I was just saying right here at the state boundary, just come to symbology. Then if you are working with text, use categories, just like something like geopolitical zone, and then apply something like add all values. So when you add all values, it's going to add north central, northeast. So it's categorizing your state into geopolitical zones. Then add all values. Then you can uncheck these all other values and then click apply. So once you click apply, you have your northeastern state here, you have your north central, you have northwestern, southwestern, south, and then southeast. So they're represented with different colors. And I was saying something that when you are dealing with figures, like the area that we created, the area, it's figures. So just come to quantities, and then use something like this, gradated colors, then apply, and then it's going to give you something like, so you can change the number of classes that you are using, something like maybe from 3 to 5. you know it's if it is population, you can just instead of using figures, you can just edit the label and say very very low. I'm just assuming this is population now. Then this is low, and then this is medium, this is high, and this is very high. Then you apply, and then it reflects on your attribute table like that too. It reflects on your attribute table, and then if it is something else too, you can just play around your data. Then you can use proportional symbols. Let's say we want to use proportional symbols to represent our map now. So let's assume the minimum value is like 13. So this is just like using proportional symbols to represent your data. And then you can use dot density, especially when you are representing population. Just use dot density, double click on it here, it comes here, apply. So these are dots right here. Let me uncheck this centroids. So can you see the dots? Hello, are you? All right. All right, very good. So these are, you can actually change the color of the dots from here. Just double click on it from here on this particular place. I think my screen is frozen again. Okay, but can we see my screen, please? Hello, can we see my screen? Is it still active? Is it still active? Oh, very good. Can you see that I've changed the Oh, okay, very good. So, I'm just trying to say you can change the symbol from here. Just double click on it here, change it, you can change the size. So, this is actually ideal for sometimes when you are representing population. So, you can use this for your population dot density map and all like that. So, and apart from that, you can actually come back to your list and then use charts. You can use pie charts. You can use pie charts to represent your data. Just click on this and then click on this arrow or double click from here, anyone you want. Let me just double click or click on it and then click on this sign, so it comes here. So you can use pie chart to represent your data. Yes, yes, so you can use them. You can use in fact, very very well, you can use your hack map to do all sort of things like that. You can use proportional symbols, dot density. You can use pie chart. Why this pie chart is not looking like pie chart is because I'm using just one field. If I have two fields that are enabled for what's it called, for figures, now I can use the two, then it's going to compare the two and then divide them into portions. Do we understand? And then you can actually use bar chart too. You can use bars to represent your data. So you see something like this. So if I have two data that are figures too, then I will have them like this. Like, I think we are going to give you assignment on that, and then you would play around it. Then you can use tagged charts too. You can use tagged charts, and then you can actually play with so many things with your data right here. So please try to be dynamic with your work. Try to be dynamic with your work, and just try as much as possible to follow standard cartographic rules and all like that. So I think that said, we might want to close for the day. But before I go, let me quickly mention something. Joy was saying something about making inset map the other time. I think if we got our very right, very good. But if we don't, so she actually brought out Kogi State out of the entire map that we've done. I just brought my own Kogi State out. What she did was to go to attribute table, and highlight Kogi State, then export Kogi State app. Come back to here, right click, then go to data, the export data, then define where you want to save your work. And now, when she's talking about the inset map, I think we've seen some maps whereby you have a small map and then a big one, like maybe a big one pointing to a small map. Have we seen that before? All right, so that's the essence of inset mapping actually. So what you will do is just come to your layout view, as she has said. When you get to your layout view, okay, now it means right here I might be working basically with Kogi State itself, just Kogi State itself. Yes, I'm working with Kogi State. Then I want to make an inset of Nigeria pointing towards Kogi State. Then I come to my layout view, change the orientation. Let me use landscape A4. All right, so this is my major frame, like this is my major data frame. So right now I will assume that other shape files, this major river, blah blah, they are not existing on my table of contents. That's my assumption right now. So what you need to do your inset mapping is just click on insert, as she has said, click on data frame. So it's going to add a data frame right here, and then you can drag it out to somewhere like this as you want, then drag Nigeria under it, then check it. So your Nigeria is there already. Then bring your something like, okay, maybe the major river. Let me bring the major river there too. So this is an inset map. This is actually something like something pointing to a smaller map. So how do you do the pointing? How do you do the pointing? Please, has she mentioned how to do the extent indicator? Maybe I missed that part because of network. Oh, okay, okay, very good then. All right, you will see that sometimes your map will be pointing from a state here. Let me just uncheck this labeling so that it will look better. All right. Um, sorry, my app map is misbehaving. Okay, very good. So this is Kogi State. After you've done your labeling, maybe put your river, you've done whatever thing you want to do on your okay, sorry, on your map. Then what you have to do is just come to this new data frame that you have created, right click on it, then go to properties. So once you go to properties, you see something like extent indicators. Can we see? All right, so once you click on extent indicators, so it's telling you which layer are you trying to, I'm coming. Okay, very good. So it's telling you that, okay, from which of these extents are you trying to, point to another direction. So just select, this is layers. So it means from new data frame to layers. This is new data frame here, and this is layers here. So it's just telling you that, okay, from this, um, sorry, okay. So it's telling you that from these layers, that is from the new data frame, that's where you are pointing to the layer. So just click OK. Can you see that it has, encircled this Kogi state and this other extent from here with this red circle, and it's pointing towards Kogi state. So ArcMap is your friend. You can always play around it. You can always do whatever thing you want to do with ArcMap. So far, you are actually freestyling with it. You will discover so many things that might never be taught to you. So I think with that, we will forward the assignment to everyone in class, and maybe through the WhatsApp page or the Google Classroom, and then we'll continue from there in the next week. So if you have any questions, you can actually proceed and ask them right now while we have people on ground to answer them. Thank you very much for coming today, and we hope to see you next week for another insightful session. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, you can go ahead. And Lawrence, if you have any thing to say, please go ahead with them. All right, can everybody hear me, please? Oh, okay. So, in the absence of comments, questions, and I think we've approved of what we did today. Then, so I wish everybody a good night, and thanks so much to Joy for facilitating. Okay, for co-facilitating this session with me. We hope to see everybody next week. We'll make the assignments available on the group, and do well to attend to them before time. Thank you, and have a good night. Yeah, thanks.